Zo komen wij aan in The Garden. En gaan we op zoek... Oh. Hey. Op zoek naar Sapadal. Ik maak dan een hele brug, Sapadal. Dragonhide. Vijanden, een beer. Dream Thrall, Elder Black Bear.
If you insist. On the right here. Careful,
Ook in The Garden zijn Dream Thralls actief. En Zoribs.
I was worried for a second.
Theo. In The Garden, Dream Thralls en Zoribs. Living Steel Chunks. Oh. Upgrades. Waar moet ik heen? Naar beneden. Leroy!
this cannonball.
Adra. De campsite. Oké. Dan wil iedereen weer met mij praten natuurlijk, ook niet iedereen. Alleen Marius en Kai.
Boy, I've seen Mount Forgia erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sapadal was involved.
Ja.
Blessed gods. Is it too much to ask to just let us live our lives for a while? It's like they have nothing better to do. Anyway.
Oh, dat was het.
Until next time.
Kai?
When you find Sapadal, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with this place. I'm a man of hidden depths. What's not to love about floating islands and a spectral tree? Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse. You make it sound like we have a ticking bomb under our feet. And judging from Sapadal's outbursts at Mount Forgia and Nakukubel, you're probably not far off. They're a few provocations away from disaster.
Ja, laten we dat niet doen dan.
Uh-huh. I've heard that one before. Usually before a lot of tears, a lot of drinks, and a lot of, I should have known better. Still, you taught me that a person can grow beyond their flaws. Why wouldn't the same be true of a god? I hope you're right, because we are all in trouble if you're wrong.
Ja.
You know, if Sapadal were only a smuggler, assassin, or bandit, I'd be right there with you. But knowing they could end us all with a temper tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our limits. And I don't envy you having to deal with the loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have if, I mean, when, we escape this place. While we're tracking down your god, things are heating up between your Adiran comrades and the locals.
Ja.
And some days you wake up and the deck of your ship's covered in bird shit. You can clean it up or you can step in it. That's the choice.
Ja.
A lot of people aren't going to make that distinction.
Dat is waar.
Especially when your Ambassador Heelguard hosted Ludwig and parodies for as long as her assistance was convenient. The Steel Garrote leveled fewer. Even if Animancers aren't the most popular bunch, everyone gets nervous when fields burn. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Garrote, but it's not lost on anyone that your people despise Animancy. Not when Heelguard banned the practice in parodies. Oh, I wish I were finished. You helped Ludwig destroy Nakukubel. And while most people don't give a tarnished skate for godless ruins, they'll see that as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry. Again, people won't see a difference, not when your groups have been working so closely. And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's going to talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're going to talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time. You'd be surprised where people can find blame when they're spun up. And it looks real bad when a steel garrote force just so happened to be there when it went down. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's gonna be laid at Adam's door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Hilgard's been helping matters while you've been out here. If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy. I admire your principles, but don't underestimate what they could demand of you. Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's interest in the Deadfire for longer than I like to admit. And lost my stomach for it eventually. That's how I wound up here. But I will tell you now, I never could have fought my own brothers and sisters. I hope that's not what it comes down to. But I'll understand if that's a line you can't cross. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you.
Dankjewel.
I'm with you to the end of this. Anytime. Good night, envoy.
Ja, iedereen klaar? Nee, Marius.
Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow. Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace. I bet it was. You could finally complain to someone about all the face stuff. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunen who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Beste impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need?
Ja, meer hebben we niet nodig.
Pleasant dreams.
Nog meer? Nog meer?
Envoy, what do you need?
Niks.
Thanks for talking.
Ja, dan zijn we klaar. Update. Nee, geen upgrades.
Marius?
Wakker worden. Chickie squad. En naar buiten. Toch nog even dromen.
Breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still. The bars were not enough. They writhe. They seek to silence us. Only essence sustains them now. Hatred seated in the heart. We wonder. We did not foresee this.
Ja, wij hebben ook een vraag.
You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been. The seabed speaks in riddles, a pearl whose shell we cannot grasp. We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers
Hij wil op
into
avontuur.
earth,
Of zij. Het. Die.
whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands. Disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms. Shake the roots slowly. Vengeance denied. Squandered. This cannot be. We feel nothing amiss. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Ja, we zijn er bijna. Wake now, find us. Find Sapadal. Gelukkig is er gewoon een deur. Oh.
I see the
Wow, die guy is er
disciple
weer.
has found his way into the cell.
Ja.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
I'm everywhere. My tools have mouths to speak.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Hell? It has forged the iron of its own restraints. Do you think you're special? With your God's
Zeker weten.
thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland. You suspected. Then you must have understood why.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained. Chaos threatens us all. We will ensure order prevails. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with. Of course I do. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. The crime dictates the punishment. Its mere existence is a threat. It used their souls to mold itself. Starvation was the only way.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy. The answer is obvious to those with the courage to accept it. You are here now. There's still time to succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently. Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
Huh? Oké. Ah, vijanden. Vijanden in het water. Ja, unblockable attacks. Is dat de tactiek nu? Cupid Barbarian. Hier. Unblock dit.
Who's next? Anyone?
Unlocks with sarcophagus key. Wat is dat? Wat het ook is, er is hier geen sarcophagus key. En wij moeten naar boven. Ja, die key zal best wel ergens zijn, maar niet hier. Sapadal. Oeh, die ziet eruit als een grote arena.
Actual working magfolk?
Ja.
It isn't looking this way, is it? They're coming! We've got company!
Under my protection.
Een actual magfolk. Liggen. Oh joh. Gevaarlijke trucs, magfolk. One hit kill attacks. Yeah. One hit kill attacks. Voelt een beetje oneerlijk, hè? Blood Wraith Toadstool. Superb Spear. Deze kan wel open. Allemaal upgrade materials. Maar ja, dan moet ik wel een camp hebben. Daar is een persoon die niet een vijand lijkt te zijn.
What is that? I know that place, right?
Het is Marius.
Oh no. No, no, no. Why is this? They're dead. Like it just happened.
Oh, we zien onze eigen
Like I
nachtmerries.
remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here. I can't be certain of that. I know that I am here. and for a purpose.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Right. Okay, I can do this. Let's get into it.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
I have as much closure as I'm going to get. I am part of this land's god now. A dream of the land.
Were you always such a blessed day poet? Or is that a death thing?
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
It does. Closure. It means that you confronted the past we all hid from you, and you walked away victorious. You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
I feel strongly that there's nothing left to forgive.
Easier said than accepted, Viate. Forgiving myself is the hardest part. We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it. More like tolerate, in my case, but right.
See what I put up with, Envoy? Still wonder why I left Solace?
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy.
Gaan we zeker doen.
He needs you more than he'll say.
Maar ik kreeg een update van een quest nog. Pulling back the veil. Oh ja. Dat komt vanzelf als we doorlopen. Oké. Nou, dan hebben wij hier pulling back the veil. Als ik die activeer. Nee, dat ga ik dan vanzelf tegenkomen. Ja. Gaan we hier deze video beëindigen. En dan gaan wij in de volgende video misschien wel keizergeschiedenis vinden. We gaan het zien. Dus graag tot dan. Joejoe.